So hello everyone, welcome to Football Mania. I'm your host Kashyap and welcome to All Things ISL. You already know these guys and we'll be previewing Bengaluru's game versus Chennai. And so guys, take it away with the lineup. How about Weldon, you go first with this?
Wow. It was actually, something which I really wanted to see in the lineups for Bangalore. Four in the defense, Rahul Becky coming on. And I was pretty satisfied with the lineups though. I mean, no questions about that.
What about you, Vikram?
Yes, this was what we needed from the beginning. I mean, all of us have been saying we need four at the back, three is not working, and four has come in, and see the results have started coming in. Perfect. And also Dimas coming in, it's added that creative style also. Just little improvement, maybe bring in experienced four backs, and we can be one of the top teams in this league. Although we already are. So.
Nishal, what do you think about it?
The lineup was good, but I would still want that Beke change. Beke playing as a right back instead of a centre back would have been a better choice for me than Khabra playing in that position. Khabra, as we all know, he's a midfielder. So I think I would still want that change. I would want to see him in the midfield rather than the defensive line because he's one person he's prone to make, tackles you never know what can happen those tackles. So it's very risky having him in the defense line. I would still want him in the midfield line. But overall, it was a good game. The lineup was good. I love the changes that came in, the difference that Dimas could bring in. You saw those statistics at halftime, how there was a 71% pass accuracy, the number of passes, the position, everything has improved just because of that one player coming in. And that's the impact that he brings. And that is a change that we all wanted. We wanted him in the starting lineup and we got him. I think Carl's heard our prayers.
So now Vikram, how good does it feel? Like first win of the season, that too against Chennai. And so how good does it feel?
It honestly, I was a bit scared, the way the match went on and we missed the chances. But I'm like relieved now that we have the 3 points in the bag, and now just we move forward. And I mean, yeah, it's a similar start to what we had last season. So maybe we could continue one step ahead of where we were last season by reaching the final and hopefully winning it. So.
So now, obviously, initial we can't ignore the penalty decision that went against Chennai, and that social media was buzzing with that. So, what do you think? Like, was it a penalty? Did they get robbed of it?
It was definitely a fair call. Yeah, I mean, Chennai got robbed of a penalty. That is sad for them. But Bangalore got the penalty. It was the right call. And in all honesty, the refereeing hasn't been up to the mark. I mean, that should have been caught, if not by the on-field umpire, by the referee on the line. He would have definitely had a clearer view of that handball. I mean, there's nothing to blame. I'm really happy with it that the penalty was not given. But yes, so overall, it was a good game, and yes, I would have definitely liked to see it more attacking. I mean, there was still a bit of reliance on the set pieces once again to get those chances in. But we also saw counters this time. The counters were not that productive, but they were there. They were creating chances with that.
Milton, what do you think about the penalty incident for Chennai?
Very sad for Chennai. I mean, it was a penalty, and I mean, as Nishal told, the linesman did have a clear vision for that incident particularly. But yeah, I mean, I do feel bad for them. Even they injured, even Thapa was injured for within the first 15 minutes or into the game. But yeah, this is football, and as I told in one of the previous videos, like we really need VAR for these things. But yeah, it's up to the referees now. So the referees needs. I mean, the game in which the refereeing should improve over time is what I'm trying to tell over here.
So now, Vikram, I know like it's pretty hard to be rational when you win against your rivals, but like, did you think it was a fair 3 points for you guys?
Absolutely. I mean, I felt we should have completely run over them. Okay. I mean, the game should have ended about like 5-2 or 5-3, something like that. The number of chances we had, from Becke's header, Wanan's header, Offset getting a couple of chances,
Dimas,
and
free kick.
Partalu getting a shot away. So, I mean, honestly, we should have completely run over them, but I mean, credits to them for not getting run over. And, I don't think we still deserve the clean sheet, although we, fought very hard for it. But we could improve our defense, still to get that 100%. But absolutely, we deserved this 3 points and we fought hard for it.
Now, Milton, against the next game for against Northeast, would you go with the same lineup? I think they're coming into with similar form like you guys. Would you go with the same lineup for that game?
For starters, I would really want to, Pratik to start this time and Kabra going forward. And then I would really want to see Udanta as well on the lineups. So there would be something good, something which I'd like to see. And moreover, I would really want Silva to play in the position where he's meant to play. That is right in the forwards and not on the wings.
Nishal, how do you see that game going against Northeast?
Well, to be honest, for the Northeast game, I would like to see more of Indian players come in. I would like to, I would like the coach to not utilize the full quota of the foreign players, use more of the Indian players because we have that quality. We are a team who can afford to have that quality of, a majority of the Indian players, maybe 2 to 3 foreign players, maybe that's more than enough that we need. The defense line, we just need one on in the midfield. Dimas and Parthalu can probably be a substitute game there. And Cleet and Silva in the forwards, definitely Udanta and Chetri on the wings. I think we have the Indian quality which we can induce into this team, and that is what I would like to see. But I know that knowing Carls, he's not somebody who will break a winning formula. He's definitely going to stick with this formula until it works.
Now let's end it with some individual performances. Vikram, like any performances which impressed you this game?
Yeah, I mean, Suresh, how old is he? He's 20, 21, something like that. And I mean, what do I say? The amount of the performance which he's put in today has shown how much he's grown as a player and how mature he's become, staying with the likes of Dimas and Parthalu and all that, and he's doing it at such a young age. Imagine when he becomes 25, 24, and if he keeps this performance going, I mean, I could honestly see him playing at some of the, maybe not the top, but mid-table teams in Europe also. I mean, he does everything. He's defensively good. He moves forward, and I'm so glad that Carl has brought him into this team. He started regularly, and more people like him get the opportunity to play.
What about you, Milton? Any individual performances?
Yes, yeah, Suresh really did a good job marking people, holding the ball, and even helping in the attacks. And apart from that, I would even like to point out about Ashik's performance today. He was a charm for me. Brilliant stuff, brilliant sprints, brilliant pace. He was spot on for me today. I mean, apart from the penalty, which did not favor them, but yeah, I mean, he had a really good game today.
What about you, Nishal?
I would go with the same two players, Suresh and Ashik. Suresh, I told at the beginning of the season itself that he's somebody to watch out for, and he's proving why he's that person. Everybody speaks of him so highly, and I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe 2 years or 3 years down the line, he'll be playing in the top clubs of Europe. I wouldn't be surprised to see him there. He's definitely capable of that. The way he controls the play, the way he's attackingly he's doing everything for the team, and the way he neutralized Crivellaro in the beginning, that was something outstanding. I mean, Crivellaro is a very good player. There's no doubt about that at all. He's shown that last season. He's shown that before that as well. And the way Suresh neutralized him in the game, that was amazing. I mean, it was absolutely outstanding, out of this world for me. And Ashiki too. I mean, he had a very good game. he was with Thapa in the beginning until Thapa was out of the game. I think that was the game-changing point for Chennai. I mean, Thapa is a very good playmaker, and it is very important to have such playmakers in the team when you have some lethal strikers, people who are very lethal when they are in the box. It's very important to have those players, but I think what Chennai missed was they missed Thapa there. They missed Thapa a lot. And in fact, even Thapa was very successful in getting Ashiki a yellow card, and that too within the first 7 minutes of the game, which I was very scared about when I saw in the first 7 minutes. I was like, oh no, this is not happening for left back, and we don't have a proper substitution for a left back on the bench as well. I was really worried about that, but the way it played out in the end, I was really happy about it.
So I think that would be it. Vikram, Meldon, would you like to add anything else for the game?
Yeah, I mean, well, we've all been begging Carles to make the changes to the team, and I would now like to beg to Mrs. Neeta Ambani that please, please, please bring VAR. This league badly needs VAR. Please bring it to India, and that will help Indian football a lot. It will improve it. So I hope to see VAR here next season. That's all we need. I mean, as a Bengaluru fan, I'm happy that the penalty didn't go against us, but it could have been the same thing happening to us,
Yeah.
wherein Clayton had gone down and we didn't get the penalty. I mean, so as a Indian football fan, it's very disappointing to see such things happen, and we need VAR to change these things.
Meldon, what about you?
Yeah, of course. VAR is something which we really want. I mean, there's no denying that. And yeah, the coach really did a good job, bringing the changes on. But I would really like to see Udanta have a bit of game time as well for the next game.
Okay. So yeah, I think that would be it. Thank you guys for doing this. I'll stop recording.